Matt Gaetz got a weird case. Why is he around? We break it down. Ethics Committee has released this report on Matt Gaetz. I have not even read it yet. I want to react with it with you. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if it's shady, not shady. Is Matt Gaetz innocent? Is he weird? Where are your taxpayer dollars going? And why wouldn't they release the report if it's shady like that? We about to get started. Twan Jackson, cheat codes. See you in 30 seconds.
Up, circle down, circle down, square. Up, circle down, circle down, square.
Yeah. Already I'm knowing what you ain't used to. How you set the standards from shit that you used to stoop to. Avoiding all the damage and types that you used to shoot to. Got no room for baggage, little baby, I'm in a coat too. College educated, so nah, I won't lecture. Self-sabotaging, I won't let you. Figuring it out, no problem, I won't test you. We got plenty time, no pressure. I don't even need much, baby, I make do. Never speaking on.
That is Twan Jackson, cheat codes. Y'all can see the description at the bottom of the screen. When the captions come through, they have the name of all the people that be on the show. So go follow them, show them love, like and subscribe. And I know Matt Gaetz don't have a case. He has a report. So we're gonna go into it. Like I said, I have not seen it. I can't judge it. I'm not biased in any way. I think politicians are horrible people anyway, usually, because I did politics marketing for a little bit. And you have to be, I feel like you gotta have that dog in you, and not in a good way, to be able to do this. So we are about to go over this. Read it real fast. It's not going to be a super long video. Don't want to bore you to death, but we're going to get into it. Can they do that while the House Ethics Committee released this report on Matt Gaetz? This is by the USA Today. You can go read it right now. Riley Beggin, published at 6:02 December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. This the last time if y'all don't see me again, or y'all don't really like the video. If you do like the video, like and subscribe. But if you don't, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hope you enjoy the rest of your life, all that stuff. And also, like I tell you, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, let's get into this. There was no guarantee that a long-awaited House Ethics Committee report on former Rep. Matt Gaetz would ever see the light of day, especially once the Florida GOP lawmaker abruptly quit his job last month in Congress. But in public, on Monday, did get to read and learn the details allegations that played a role in disqualifying Gaetz from making it through the Senate confirmation process to serve President-elect Donald Trump Attorney General. In releasing the report, the committee, which is equally divided between Republicans and Democrats, made Gaetz one of the only a few former members whose ethics committee investigation was made public after they resigned from office. That's weird, right? It's weird how they protect each other. Maybe poor people can learn from how these wealthy people who usually come from well-off families. Not saying he did. I don't know his situation. I'm assuming he looks like a kid who came from well-off situation. I am prejudging. I admit I don't know nothing. I don't know much about Matt Gaetz, but I am prejudging. And I'm pretty sure I have read that he come from a decent family. Like I said, Florida politicians they don't affect me here where I live, so I don't pay attention to it. But usually poor people need to learn how to stick together better, because rich people do an excellent job of it. Even if you think they're enemies, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk all of a sudden best friends. The CEO of NVIDIA is also all of a sudden friends with them, and they all get together. And the richest people in the world, all about to be trillionaires before 2030. They all just buddy going to Mars. Well, I don't know how you're going to afford to be able to go to Mars. The committee said it unearthed substantial evidence that Gaetz engaged in the P word, the SR word, illicit substance use, and obstruction of Congress, including paying for with a 17-year-old, though he did not know or ask her age at the time. How old is Matt Gaetz? How old is Matt Gaetz? Because I don't know how old it is. That might determine a lot more for me. That might, you know what I'm saying? That might sway me a certain way. If you're 42, listen, 28-year-old, 30-year-old, she got makeup on, you a little dumb, might be a little intoxicated. You don't ask for the age, I get it. Still wrong. You should always ask ages. You don't want to be in this situation. This is how you get in these situations, by not asking ages, right? This is how you be, because all of a sudden you got a charge on you and you just, I don't know. Now it's up to people believe you or not, because we can't judge if you knew or not. So you just eliminate the situation. If a girl looks young enough, you ask their age. It's a common thought process. I don't know why it's so hard for some people to comprehend. Just ask the age. While Gaetz has been dogged by allegations, words, of misconduct in the past, the House Ethics Committee. So this ain't first time. So now I have a little bit less feeling that he might got tricked. He might be with that guy. What's his name? Ebby. Oh, she's old enough to be with him, right? Into his conduct that was thrown into a spotlight when Trump nominated him to be Attorney General in the incoming administration. Senators demanded more information about the allegations against Gaetz as they prepared to consider his nomination, with some Republican senators demanding access to the report as some detailed leaks to the press. House Speaker Mike Johnson, Louisiana, said he would strongly request the committee to keep it private. Why? If is this on taxpayer dollars, by the way? I know I've been joking to some people about it being there, but is it actually? Because if it is, we might have a little more of an issue. And why do you want to keep it private? Y'all saw Marjorie Taylor Greene said if his gets released, he's gonna release on all the Republicans and none of them would never win again, and Democrats would have a super majority. I'm like, wait, why are you saying this? Listen, I'm just saying what they're telling me. I don't know. I don't have a dog in a fight. Listen, I've marketed for Republicans and Democrats. I don't have a dog in the fight. I think all politicians are pieces of. Nah, not all of them. Most of them I met. Most of them. There's some dope people there though. There's been some dope people that really want to get changed, but they usually get it'd be rough in them rooms. The panel met to consider whether to release the report and deadlock along party lines in November. Gaetz pulled out of consideration shortly after. He's trying to hide from it. In a second vote earlier this month, 2 Republicans quietly joined their Democratic colleagues in supporting its release. The committee has typically not released its finding after losing jurisdiction in a matter, the report read. However, there are a few prior instances where the committee has determined that it is in the public's interest to release its finding even after a member's resignation from Congress. The committee does not do so lightly. Here's what you like to know about the release. What happened in the past? It is extremely rare that the House Ethics Committee would release a report on a former member of Congress, so much so that resigning from Congress has long been considered a way for members plagued by ethics questions to avoid public release of their alleged wrongdoings. So it's like committing a crime, but if you quit, we won't dig any further. That could be corrupt. That could be corrupt. Like that. Like if I find information about you, you quit. We good, but if you stay in trying to run and beating us in elections like you've been for the last 10 years, we got to get you out of here. That could be used deadly on both sides, right? That can be used in hideous fashion. And why they don't release it if they commit alleged crimes? Why don't they release it to the public? Shouldn't we know if our congressmen are doing wrongdoings? And what's the difference between him and Hunter Biden in this situation? It is an indictment for members to exit that the report are not released. Norm Eisman, former co-counsel to the Democrats on the House Judiciary Committee during then President Trump's first impeachment, so it encourages a natural sanction of the offender no longer being in a position of public service. That sounds shady. It gives you like a legit weak reason. Like I'm talking about anybody, even the Democrats. If they did something wrong, why not release it? But it gives like both of them a leeway to do it and get away with their dirt. Like they are part of the same team, but they like in the competition. Like, okay, we found dirt on you, but we won't get you. And next time, if I got dirt on one of ours, we won't get you either. It sounds like it's like a hand-to-hand thing, right? In only a handful of cases, the committee has determined that the information is in the public interest, despite lawmakers no longer serving in Congress. For example, the committee released a report in 1987, a few months after former Rep. Bill Boner, Democrat, Tennessee, resigned from Congress to become the mayor of Nashville. The report indicated Boner had taken bribes and misused campaign funds. In another case, the committee continued to investigate SH, the allegation from former PUP Representative Eric Massa, another Democrat. Massa's a crazy name, who resigned in 2020 to determine whether other members covered up his conduct. We don't really care about this, but it's interesting that they released. That's interesting that they released it. Is he hated by everybody? Was he just like a horrible person that didn't play the game with him? I'm not. By the way, I'm not saying that he probably needs to go to jail. By the way, you can read the whole article. I will probably put this whole article in the description later on, so y'all can go read the whole thing. I don't want to read the whole thing because I don't want to be here all day, and y'all don't want to be here all day too. But we want to care about what Matt Gaetz says, right? What does Matt Gaetz say? Gaetz has maintained his innocence and attacked the credibility of the Ethics Committee. On Monday, he published a series of posts on X with snippets of witness testimony that he argued refute the committee's finding. Giving funds to someone you are dating that they didn't ask for and that isn't charged for is now processed. He said, there is a reason they did this in a Christmas Eve report and not in a courtroom of any kind where I could present evidence and challenge witnesses. What y'all think about that? Because I promise you, these people do despicable things and they never go to court. I'm just saying. And who is your credible witness? Do you just like how do we vet your witnesses if it's not in court? Like you could just say people got witnesses that defend you, but they might not know anything about you or might not even be the person they talking about. The former Florida GOP lawmaker made a last-minute attempt in federal court Monday to block the committee's release of the findings, claiming the committee was outside of his jurisdiction. I don't know how they are. That's why it got brought out. They are not outside of jurisdiction. They vote on it. You got to remember, it's a reason it's a three-way race between the three branches. But while Gaetz saw a temporary restraining order Monday morning to prevent the report being released, the judge in the case asked Gaetz an hour later to explain why the case was still relevant once the material was public. Monday evening, Gaetz' attorney submitted a file acknowledging that he has no suffered irreversible and irreparable harm. Has not suffered. And agrees with the judge that immediate action is no longer relevant. So he didn't fight it no more? What y'all think about this? I don't know how y'all feel about this. How y'all feel about Matt Gaetz and his problem? Do y'all think it's a witch hunt against Sir Matt Gaetz? Is it they trying to get rid of one of the anti-establishment people? Or he just a creep and they try to defend their own until they just don't like him that much. So it don't matter no more. Like, hey, we don't like you no more. We gonna out you and we're gonna make sure you out because he told you never to come back. And then you try to sneak back up in the attorney general spot. You try to sneak back in? No, we ended you. You never serving again. Is that it? Or is it a witch hunt? Is it true? And why, if it's true, why is this not in a courtroom? Like if he doing anything, maybe drug use might not be, if you don't get caught, it's technically not a crime. And if you don't get caught in prostitution, they said they had evidence. That's technically not a crime. If she's 17, if she was 17 and he said he's dating her, is that the same person or a different person? I haven't read the report. Like I said, this is my first time listening to it, and I want to react with y'all. So y'all could tell me in the comments if they're talking about two different people or whatever information I didn't get from this report. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm missing something. Let me know. I appreciate y'all for watching. All that. Like and subscribe one last time. If you enjoy these type of videos, let me know in the comments. Do you want me to randomly go over random like entertainment news randomly? Let's see. It's Aisha, Queen Aisha in the chat. We were talking about Matt Gaetz and his charges, well, not charges, his report of things that should be charges, and such as talking to a 17-year girl allegedly. That's what came out in the report. The Congress put it out. Listen, you You can't sue me if the Congress put it out. The government told me this. Leave me alone. TD Jakes. I don't know, I'm just playing. But y'all think TD Jakes was with Diddy? I don't know, man. He said AI out here trying to get him. I don't have no clue. They might be. Was it the Russians? I don't know. But Matt Gaetz is a creep. And if he used taxpayer dollars, I want that man in jail. I'm tired of people using taxpayer dollars to do this weird stuff. If he did use taxpayer dollars, he's worse than Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden just used his daddy name. Hey, listen, I am Joe Biden's son. Give me some crack. You know what I'm saying? Give me some crack. I am Joe Biden's son. You owe me crack. Matt Gaetz using funds from the government. I don't know if he did or not. Y'all let me know too. But it would be messed up. I need him in jail immediately if he used our taxpayer funds for this. You probably should be in jail anyway. But listen, they cover their own. They ain't putting you in jail because they don't want to go to jail themselves with the crimes they commit. But I appreciate y'all for watching this long. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for watching. We're going to get out here. As y'all see, I'm still lurking. I'm still looking. Make sure you just like and subscribe and all that stuff. And we're going to get out here. We're going to finish it with Twan Jackson, but we got to give you that Keep It 99 intro, outro. And then I appreciate y'all again. One last time. I know it's annoying. Like and subscribe. Twan Jackson.
Up, circle down, circle down, square. Up, circle down, circle down, square.
Yeah. Already I'm knowing what you ain't used to. How you set the standards from shit that you used to stoop to. Avoiding all the damage and types that you used to shoot to. Got no room for baggage, little baby, I'm in a coat too. College educated, so nah, I won't lecture. Self-sabotage, I won't let you. Figuring it out, no problem, I won't test you. We got plenty time, no pressure.